Hey guys! I'm gonna wait a little bit, let the chat roll in, as we get ourselves prepped for, all these great conversations we're gonna have, hopefully. Oh my god. Can I see my notes from here? Yes, I can. I can see my notes from my phone on my iPad. This is awesome. I feel like my battery on my iPad is like matching the battery on my phone.
You say mirrors?
Yeah, it's matching, yeah.
Is it on the same percentage?
Yeah, it is. Basically. All right, guys, welcome to the early podcast. I'm Max,
I'm wavy.
and yeah, guys, I don't think we have any regulars because we've not been so regular that they're like, yo, they've abandoned this shit. So, welcome to I guess a Friday night chat where we just talk about whatever we want to talk about. Um, I just have like a few things. Well, really, there's only a few things I want to talk about tonight. And one will be the diddy keys because I think that shit is too interesting. Um, Life, and then whatever else we want to talk about. So I guess I only have the diddy keys to talk about because that shit is as too real. So yeah, do you have anything you want to talk about tonight?
We could talk about Trump, obviously.
What about Trump?
I don't know. You talk about him letting all the white South Africans in.
Okay. This is supposed to be like a weekly recap of the news.
Okay.
Oh, that water was good.
What else? I heard about some other little stupid shit, but nothing really serious to talk about. Nothing really in sports. Jason Tatum towards Achilles. Tragedy.
Such a tragedy. I mean, my team only lost because, as we all know, Steph Curry was just not able to play. And if he was, then we would have been fine.
Old as fuck.
He is not. You talking about he's old.
That
LeBron
is
is old.
as
LeBron
shit.
is so
He
old.
right there with him.
LeBron is so old that LeBron kids play with
He
him.
right there.
That was funny, right? Yeah.
She right there with him. Hi, Haley, whatever. Vicky, hi, what's up?
Hey guys, what's up?
What the hell, Burton? Yeah,
Yeah, but he not that old. He's not the same age as LeBron. What's the age? What's LeBron age?
I think Steph Curry down there. Old people home. Old niggas gonna be in the old people house.
No.
That niggas old as shit.
They're not. First off, LeBron is 40 years old. Steph Curry is 36.
Right there with him, like I said.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's just really not, I have to say that much. Oh my God. With him being... I actually think he's 37. With him being 36,
he said, well, why is Curry talking about retiring? Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Because he, now he want to just enjoy his children's youth. He wants to like be there while stay, go to their games, and he don't want to miss one game, not even.
This guy named Satan says, imagine this, Pokemon gets hella views, psychic tarot cards get hella views. Why not give psychic Pokemon card readings and get all of the views?
Yo, that's a good suggestion. I'm gonna get Pokemon cards so that I can do psychic card readings. Pokemon psychic card readings. You have the flame, Tarzan.
I think I see Squirtle in you.
I see that you have
Yes.
the energy of Jigglypuff.
You need to level up. You have Snorlax and you take a nap.
Oh, I got this. We can do this. We can do this. Our kid got Pokemon cards. Funny as fuck, but she do got it. All right, all right, all right, all right. So I guess we just jump in a little bit. Oh, just come on, come on, just come, come on, come on.
Okay. Spoiled dog gonna get her little pet. She over here leaning on me. You can stop leaning on me. Get on her. Um, yeah. Then oh shit. Oh, it's contagious. Then Trump talking about some
Okay, let's talk about Trump. What about Trump?
he only letting uh white the first whites who moved to South Africa be refugees, and I'm like, that's just so stupid and fucked up. Like, if you
So
gonna,
wait, let me just get this right. You're talking about the white people who invaded South
hmm
Africans
the
are now
first whites,
considered refugees, even though they personally
yeah,
came there
decided to move there
themselves.
themselves. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. Gosh, no personal space.
I know. She's like, you invited me. Yeah, them ones. But then I think that's so fucked up because it's like, first of all, I don't think they need refugee status, and second of all, if you're gonna say that you letting refugees come to South Africa, then let anyone from South Africa
Who is a
who's
refugee?
a refugee be a refugee. Like, why is it only specifically those white people from that group? And how do you even prove that?
And isn't it just correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't most of like the people who are white the rich people?
Yeah, the people with most of the money in South Africa. Yeah.
So they own most of the land,
hmm
they own most of the money, they were
That's
the
why I say they
riches.
might as well. We might as well made them pay for their gold card, whatever that shit called.
So is it some kind of like partnership?
I don't know, man.
Then it could be Elon Musk's family.
I guess.
I don't know how that should happen. But did he just say that or is happening?
Um, I
I
don't
seen
know.
something about our taxpayers' money was supposed to pay for them to come here too. Like we're gonna pay for the plane for them to get here. Like that's just crazy. I sound bad when I say it, but he Trump has put this thing in, not really put anything in place, but he said if you are an illegal and you are going to get deported and you wanted to get deported somewhere else, if you come to us and tell us where you want to go, we will get that plane for you to go where you need to go. So let's just say if you are from Guatemala and you decided, hey, I want to go live in Haiti, they will drop you in
Yeah,
Haiti.
Trump claims that the white people in South Africa are facing genocide, as in like all the black people want to kill them or some shit like
Is
that.
this true?
I swear. He said they're facing white genocide.
But what happened to the black people? What you know how much people face in genocide? But that's the only people who decide that need help. I'm just being real. Wasn't Palestine and them? Wasn't there genocide and them up? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to understand how right now he grew a heart for all the shit that's going on at this point in time. That's crazy. I wonder how other Americans feel about the shit. Are we gonna be paying them for like taxes? Like are we gonna give them EBT too? And housing? Because if you're a refugee, like, does that mean you just get to get here and then you can work? Or they're gonna be like, we'll help you get settled in?
I don't know what's on shit.
That's just crazy. I think that's bonkers. Hold on, I need some spring water to wash this idea down. The way I drink water, I feel as though I can be an advertisement in an advertisement
Mm-hmm.
for water. Oh my goodness, I love me some water, especially some cold water. Yeah. Okay.
They say they're gonna be like regular Americans. Who the South Africans? They're gonna blend in easy.
Crazy. Okay. Okay. Well, Walmart has said that they're gonna raise their prices due to all these tariffs.
Shit, man. It was like, yeah. Walmart gonna raise their prices.
I mean, I just think things are gonna get really expensive
Yeah, if they
in
raise their
general.
prices, you know everybody else going in.
I know. You ready to start planting food?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And we can only eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No snacks. We're gonna have to make our own chips.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Okay. So let's jump into this. Well, actually, no. I got a question for you because I heard this question. And I was like, So, would you be more mad? You pass this to me. Would you be more mad that you're getting cheated on, or you'd be more mad that you were the last one to know you were getting cheated on?
Mm, I mean, the last one to know would hurt worse than just to know you cheated on that one. Because I mean, it's both of them is happening. The first scenario is happening in both scenarios. Just in the second one, you're the last one to know. So of course, I'll pick that.
But is it really worth? Oh, you just saying that because.
Is it worse than just getting cheated on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you're getting cheated on in both scenarios, except the other one,
Everybody
you're the
know
last
but
one. And
you.
yes, yes,
Yeah, that shit sucks, right?
yeah.
Whose fault is that? So then, do you really even have friends when all your friends know but don't tell you? Are your friends like really friends if they're trying to protect you from this information?
Yep, like even like isn't like if you had a guy like friends or whatever and they
Yeah, like
knew,
they know, but they don't say nothing. Like they see him out or they
no,
see
you
her
probably should
out.
look at yourself because then there's probably a reason why they didn't tell you like on some shit like I don't know, they probably was like thinking that you wasn't gonna leave her or you was gonna go crazy or some shit. So they just
So is that even like a real friend?
I don't know.
Do you feel like minding your business is being a good friend?
I don't know if they mind their business necessarily. They probably ain't mind their business. They probably tried to say something to her. They just ain't never said nothing to you because you probably, I'm just saying you might need to look at yourself in that situation.
You know, there's always a saying like if you have friends and then you go around your friends' friends and they're looking at you strange, I mean your friend is talking about you. You think that?
Mm, yeah, could be.
So then I mean that bitch is not even a
But then
friend.
also, what's the fucking? How are you judging these looks? Because I know some people who goddamn like them motherfuckers looking at me weird, and I'm like, bro, just look at you.
I don't know. It's just so hard. It's so hard. That's how I feel about it. I think like making friends nowadays is like extremely, extremely hard. For me, they talk about like finding a good relationship is hard. I think finding a good friend is harder.
Mm,
Like, like a relationship lasts just as long as a friendship right now. Like you don't know if it's real, you don't know if it's fake. Some people just be doing shit so that they can gain off of them. They have different types of friendships. Some people don't even understand that you have the friends you go out with. You have your genuine friends who will care about you and your well-being. Um, I don't know. Are there rules to being a friend?
are there rules? No.
You don't
No.
think there are any rules to being a friend?
There's no guideline, no.
So there's no criteria for what makes a friend a friend.
I don't think so. You can try to make your own theory for who you feel like a friend should be to you, but I don't think that applies to everybody.
Okay. So that means that you don't have any standards for when it comes to what a friend is.
For me,
Yeah.
no, I got standards for who I think I could be cool with.
Look, so ChatGPT says a core criteria for friendship is mutual affection. Take
Mutual
take I
affection.
want to take that shit out. Although they care about each other, it's not one sided. Trust and honesty.
Don't trust nobody.
Exactly. Support shows up emotionally.
Anybody on that shit.
Uh, I think some people are supportive, shared time and experiences,
I happen.
respect and boundaries,
Yeah, we can show a lot of boundaries.
reciprocity.
Like reciprocation or whatever. Receive the same energy.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, so I heard like you need to like see somebody 7 times and have attended an event with them like 5 times in order for you to like be friends with them. Like you have to like go around, but just before you all become friends, y'all might be at the same event, and then you see somebody long enough at the same event, and you start talking to them, and then you realize like you all may have similar interests or know
you
similar
gotta see them at
people.
an event to be friends with them.
No, just like a specific location, don't have to be that per se.
So if I go to work 5 days in a week and I see this person every day at work for 5 days, that was
I
fun.
mean, they do say work is your second home.
Okay. So once I spend 5 days with them, then I know if they my friend or not.
Yeah, I don't really think that one counts.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't say that one counts. I don't consider that to count. But that's just me. I think at that point in time that's a mutual shit. You at work, like motherfucker, nobody wants to be there. You didn't come here for friends, like you come here to make money. You just somehow there.
But they're my friend now.
Yeah, because y'all have common interests. Y'all enjoy conversations together.
Yeah, we see
Most
each
people
other
make
for
fr-
fucking 5 days.
most people make friends at work, right? You think so?
Yeah, yeah.
Dang, is it common to make friends at work? Is workplace? Okay, how common it is to me? How common percentage is it? So it says according, and this is in 2022. Actually, no, in 2018, they found that 70% of employees consider having friends at work to be crucial to a happy working life. Hmm.
Okay, but what did it say about finding friends at work? You just said it was crucial to a happy work life.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
And then 2 in 10 employees, which is 20%, say they have best friends at work.
2 out of 10, 20%.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, your dog is wrestling with you. Okay, let's do this.
Let's do this.
All right, let's talk a little bit
Let's
about this
dive
Cassie
into
case.
get into the nasty business.
All right, so this Cassie case. If you was Cassie's husband, how would you feel?
Uh, like, damn, bro, I'm dating a toilet.
So, somebody said every time. I think I don't know if it was Plies.
That was crazy.
Every time you sit down and pee and
You know
poop.
what I was thinking about?
Well,
She was talking about this freak offs, all these sores, and I was watching somebody pod the other day, and it was like, what are these sores? Like, she has some STDs, and I'm like, bro, she dated Kid Cudi and then Michael B. Jordan right in the middle of a time she was having all these freak offs with Diddy.
she been having freakouts for like 10 years, hasn't she?
Yeah.
So what's in the middle of like?
I was just saying, like,
Like you mean like why is it going on? Because it was already going on.
no, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, this is crazy. Yeah.
Man, okay. So what is Diddy case about?
They're trying to say, they're trying to make it a RICO and not just like
A RICO for what though?
um, running a prostitution ring or like you know, what's crazy is the prostitutes are men. That's the fucking craziest part. I thought it was women. It's men.
So you think they're gonna get him because of man?
It's daddy. Oh, yeah, put my name in. You said what? I don't
Oh
know.
shucks. I keep trying to put Diddy and I keep saying everything but what I'm trying to put. Oh, come on, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Okay, so Diddy case refers um it's a federal trial, sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracies, and transporting individuals across state line for prosecution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is racketeering conspiracies?
I don't know. The R in RICO.
That's what the RICO is?
It's an acronym. Racketeering is a pattern of illegal activities, often including multiple people, aimed at achieving a profit, typically through fraud, extortion, bribery, or other illegal means. So it's just like it's a pattern of illegal activity.
Okay. So now Cassie was the first person to really like go on the stand and testify against Diddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now with her going on the stand, there's a it opens up the amount of questions that could be asked because everything is on the table right now. Like nothing is like off the table. She can't not discuss something because the moment you decide to sit in the stand, if they wanted to ask you a question about something you didn't care about being asked, you still have to answer it.
Just want to get water real quick. I'm dying. I gotta get some water. Mm. And then it's so good. Wow.
What?
Right there said something was so heartfelt. I don't know. I think it was.
Oh, okay. So they brought her onto the stand, and I don't understand what they're trying to prove with her because the only thing I have seen so far from just reading all the stuff that they ask is she was very much well aware. She
Mm-hmm.
chose to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't understand what they're showing. Just at the fact that he had people to have sex with her.
No, they're showing abuse, or the prosecutors are. They're showing abuse, and the fact that they're trying to show the story of the relationship, trying to show that how it turned from a good relationship to abusive. Um,
So I'm trying to understand. Was she locked up in the house or something?
No, she had her own penthouse.
Or so she was legally allowed to go places,
Hmm.
right? And they want to say that she was held captive. Like, what part of that was
She tried to
captive?
make it seem like she was scared or whatever, but
Scared?
hmm.
Okay, so then every person, majority of relationships could be put placed in this as well. Like if you just have a regular relationship where you just fear, like, okay, so for instance, I think, like if I cheated on you and I was like cheating inside of the house, like I would fear that you would hurt me. So then therefore, like, this is a good case in court, right? Because my fear, even though I was free, with the free mind that I have and my free hands and foot, and the car that you at times wasn't sitting in wasn't enough for you to get away.
Um, I think she also enjoyed the financial.
Also, because you enjoy the financial shit, now I have to pay because you believe you're not free because you don't have your free money is my free money. And now because my free money is not your free money, now I have to like feel obliged. You obliged to stay here.
Um, I can't remember what they were trying to show, but somebody was showing. Well, I was watching somebody thing
Hey,
today.
Justice.
And I was watching somebody thing today, and they were like, "Diddy's probably gonna do life." And I was like, "Damn." And they were like, "Yes." They were saying how the prosecutors are winning the trial, and blah blah blah. But I just, from what I seen, I'm like, I don't get it. This has nothing to do with the trafficking part, but it do though. It's all connected. Like they was asking them about drugs, and I didn't know Diddy was an addict and was on opioids every day and shit like that. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. All this shit.
So, okay, so let's just put it this way. If nobody's seen me take drugs, right? What if
Mhm.
blue Skittles was my drug? And that's when I take that shit, I feel high. And I
But
kept
is
saying
that
I
your
was
drug
on
though?
opiates. Because that's what I call my blue Skittles.
Are you just what are you just trying to say this?
Yeah, I'm coming to the point like they didn't catch me do drugs, right?
Hmm.
No, if you didn't go through my messages to figure out I
Well,
was
they
doing
are his
drugs.
messages. They got his phones and all the
Well, no,
messages
I
are
am
in them.
saying if you didn't go through my messages, you would have never known that I
They
was on
even got
drugs.
messages of him messaging drug dealers, telling them not to give Cassie any drugs. Only only deal with him.
But this is the thing about it. If if you couldn't tell I was doing drugs besides going through my messages, then how could they just be like, "Oh, you was on drugs, and I know you used to do a lot of drugs, and then but was you selling drugs? So if you're not selling drugs, is drugs even an important part of this case?
Yeah, they're trying to say she was drugged a lot while she was in the street house.
Or so he opened her mouth and shoved those pills, and then
No,
and he
she
he
said a lot of times she used to take the opioids, the painkillers, because she wanted to feel numb.
or so she took them, but because she took them, it's his fault.
Mm-hmm. You know how it is. It's all coercion.
After the age of 18, that's called choice. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you stayed because you stayed. It sucked that you stayed. But I mean, at the same time, like, I just really feel as though, like, this man, private life, and, if we were supposed to take people's sex life and just try to talk about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
People may not have gone to the extent that do the things that she's doing. But nonetheless, like, people have some freaky lives, right?
Yeah, I think they trying to nail Diddy on the cross, but I'm like, there's no way there's not some rich white billionaire
Who's
who
doing
isn't
the
doing
same
this.
shit?
Yes, who's doing the exact same shit.
I know. So, okay, so like for instance, move Gomorrah, don't go there. So for instance, St. Bart's, right?
Mm-hmm.
St. Bart's is where the rich go to party and have fun on their boats, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when all these 17-year-old, actually, no, let me say that back. When all these 18-year-olds are on this boat, right? 19-year-olds are on this boat, right? With these rich, old white men. That's not
Mm-hmm.
something that like nobody don't look at that. That's not
Well,
wrong. Nothing's wrong then. That's
Mm-mm.
not coercion. Like they weren't forced to come here.
Mm-mm.
Like, because he has so much money and I could enjoy his money. Like now I feel forced to like not take this his money offer
Yeah, but he's not making you fuck another guy.
unless I'm holding a gun to your head and you don't have the free will to leave. Like I don't think it's I just don't feel as though it's fair in this particular situation to ignore the the evidence that she participated willingly in this and
Oh, she
still
did.
stayed.
She set most of them up.
So then this is where it comes in. Why is he on these charges? Shouldn't she be on the charge because she set
She,
this up?
I hope she got immunity. Yeah, she would be actually under if she. That's why I was like, I don't know why she testifying because she's snitching on herself too a lot. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you kind of just making it very clear that you
She
made this
was very
happen.
involved,
So
and she
like the
used to be.
Epstein
She
case.
used to be. She admitted she used to be jealous of Kim Porter, his baby mama, and she used to be jealous and mad because when they used to go on family vacations, she never could come. And when they used to spend Christmas and Thanksgiving and shit like that together, she was never invited to the family house.
But you,
Yeah.
I want to tell you, you're not invited too, bruh. Like the how thou child of you, the reason that they broke up. He went from her to her. Like, what do you mean? Of course. And then you had no children for this man. You lived with him for 10 years, had no children. You actually signed a music deal to do music with him and never got anything released. So, of course, I'd be bitter. So they asked, I think one of the questions they asked her was, do you hate him? And she says, no, I have a lot of love for the relationship that we did have. And how could you not have hate for somebody who did something like this if you sit down here talking about them like this? Is it plausible to like still love somebody even though you ran away from your so-called abuser?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck no.
I think so. Yeah.
I just think I'm built different. So I think the Dan I don't know if it's Danity Keen, Vanity Keen, whoever his music group was, right? Danity.
Danity.
I don't know. But one of the persons had testified and stated that he had seen Cassie one day almost get hit by a frying pan and she dodged and like curled up in like her little own shell because he was like, where the fuck is my food? And then he picked up the frying pan with the eggs and then like swung it. Did not hit her. And then they went upstairs and then there was a lot of like smashing stuff and all of that. And then the next day the other girl had asked her, like, are you okay? And then Cassie was like, yeah, it's just best if we just don't talk about it because I don't want anybody to disappear. So when you say disappear, did you all make somebody else disappear before? Were you aware somebody else disappeared? Like that's my question I would have asked. Because if you say disappear, what does disappear mean to you? When you hear that, what is coming to mind?
Maybe disappeared. What do you?
I don't want the person to disappear.
Yeah.
Like they poof in the air.
Yeah.
No, that seems like somebody is gonna get killed for this dumb
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's still
so
proof in the
for
air.
you to believe that somebody could get killed for this dumb shit could possibly mean that somebody was killed for this dumb shit,
But
right?
she believes they were.
Okay, so therefore you believe that people died over this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, nonetheless, even though you knew people died over this shit, you still had two relationships, um, Kid Cudi and Michael B. Jordan, even though you knew that people could die. Just help me understand. I'm trying to break this down to understand as a female.
Well, he did blow up Kid Cudi car.
Was it proven that he blew up Kid Cudi car? Or it's just
No,
speculation?
she said
They
that he.
also said that P. Diddy
This whole
almost.
case is based off of what Cassie is saying right now. If for some reason the jury does not believe what Cassie says, the case is over. They're not. He's not going to like. He's going to beat the case. Now, if the jury does believe what Cassie says, then he's probably going to get at least 10 to 15 years.
Okay, so they're gonna believe Cassie because of the video with her being dragged.
Okay.
The evidence is clear. Like she was dragged.
Okay.
So I think since that video came out, like the
I don't even think they can use that video in court.
well, it's not really about viewing it because everybody who's on that jury has seen that video. Whether or not you want them to remember the video, it's in their head.
I don't know. They probably asked them, have you ever seen the video? And they probably were like, no. Like, I want that one.
Yeah, no. Just imagine, okay, let's just say we were going for a jury trial, right? And you have jury time, and then you go into court, you didn't know anything about the case, and then you get chosen to be jury, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go home and tell your auntie and cousin and all of them that you on this trial, you don't think it's a conversation that it will be have
What you mean?
between the people in your house, not so much the evidence
Oh,
that
you
you
mean
see,
just because you on this
just
trial?
a random conversation about what anybody heard on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So
How
now,
they know you a juror?
would that not prompt you as a juror to want to go look that case up?
Nope.
So you would just,
I'm only looking basically on the evidence in front of me.
and the evidence is he say, she say, and text messages.
Yep. If I was a juror, I'm fair square.
So now, is this wrong if Diddy had possibly say, yo, I'm going to snitch on Cassie because she set it up? Because if she snitch on me, I'm going to go to jail.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think this is a federal case. I think the government had been like just waiting to slap this on him, and they just needed Cassie to cooperate. They just been waiting.
Do you think that they have something on her for this? Because who comes out and say, I spit cum on his titties? Who comes out and say, I had so much pee in my mouth I couldn't hold it all? Who comes out and say, I dealt with shit? Who, who, and hold on, the reason she says that she said all of these things is so that it would set her free. You don't think like a diary would have done that? Like a paid therapist or two, maybe five. Get a juror of paid therapists.
I don't know. I think it's kind of, she said so it's her free, yeah. Because it's like people always wonder what happened. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're like, oh, did he freak offs and whatnot? Like I remember I was listening to the thing earlier today, and it was like talking about how like she said she likes to heat the baby oil up, and I was like, damn, they're getting so specific about like these like their sex life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Bitch used to heat the damn baby oil up, and for what though? Oh my goodness.
You know, to be honest, I had that massage on Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, when she had that heated lotion on me, I was like, oh, that feels so good. So I see probably why you heat the baby oil up. Probably feels so good. Also, if you get rubbed on you, you get a full body massage with warm baby oil. You be all slippery in that bitch. They be like touching it and be like, hell yeah, heat that shit up. I don't know. Like that heating baby oil is like a regular like that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know, you say I'm gonna go to the sex store to go get stuff. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
She was like, they was having freak offs weekly. You know, Diddy would rarely like. She was like, Diddy would rarely have sex with her. She would be begging him to have sex with her, and he wouldn't.
So then now it comes to ask me like, why would you stay with a man who why would you stay? Like, what's your reason for staying?
She loved him.
Which part, him or the money? Explain what love is to you. What is love? This is where it starts coming down to like some real ass questions. Like as a female, like when I start breaking it down, like the things that are coming out of her mouth and the kind of trauma that she is now recreating in real life for not only herself but also for her husband who's there to hear this shit, and for guess her whole family and all her kids who not old enough yet to quite understand. But just imagine 12 years from now they'll be like, your mama is da 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 da, like pimping Pipit's son have issues to deal with because
Oh,
his mama
I
sleeping with
told you.
everybody.
I told you that nigga. I've been fucking everybody.
I mean, I'm just saying, it just doesn't add up, and I feel as though like the feds have to have something on her for her to be cooperating to this extent to willingly
Yeah.
like fuck yourself over because she's literally fist fucking herself over by putting this information out. The way people look at you, the way your relationship is gonna be affected. Because how can you tell me a guy is just gonna be like, she got out of this and she saved
Mm,
herself and like we brand new and we started over. Like how can you ignore some of the things that you start hearing in this case?
I don't know. I know she like what, like 9 months pregnant. I think the judge said they need to be done with her by like Monday.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it's a jury or her lawyers, but somebody said she has to be done by Monday because they can't have any more questioning because she can literally give birth. And then at this point in time, it's just like, yo, while you speak about this, how your water in break? You not stressed? You don't feel stressed about it?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
Nope.
How could you not?
I'll be right there eating pizza in the back. Go there, sit on the stand, talk. They ask me questions. I'm like, yeah, he hit me.
Well, he did.
And I go in the back and eat some donuts. Be like, I got some Krispy Kreme. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
hmm Hot doesn't sound good.
Well, she did get $10 million as a settlement. No, $20 million as a settlement, right? And then she got
See,
$10 million from the
I bet
hotel.
you did. I bet you did. Wish he would have never gave her that goddamn money. Bitch, you just still up there talking.
Well, how did she even get to talk about the case after the settlement? Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a good question. I mean, I'm all for females. I don't want to sound like I'm over here not like respecting, how she's the thing that she's doing or how she feels and domestic violence and all those things. I'm a very
Fuck
big
that
supporter
shit,
of
man.
you know, people's right. I don't want to say females right or males right. I'm a big supporter of people's right. But it's just not making sense to me. And then at the end of the day, if you're gonna say that you were with somebody for 10 years, then act like you were an active participant of that. Like you've been to red carpets events, you smile and do all these things. You're not with him all the time. Like you had time to run away. You chose not to. Every vacation, holiday, you was not with this man because you weren't invited. So that was an opportune time to run away. You had time to run away 12 20 times at least a year. No, 2 times at least a year.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving and Christmas. At least two. And that don't include all the days for other vacations that they went on too. So you telling me 2 times out of 10 years, 20 times, plus let's add 2 more days per vacation. So 40 times you had a chance to run away and you never did once pack your shit
Those
up
are
and
way
leave.
too much numbers.
I'm just saying, they look at the elevator when she was picking up her bag and trying to leave at the elevator and she got hit. I get it. She was trying to leave and she got dragged the fuck back. But there's no other time. Like, I don't know. I just, you think we'd ever be able to see a case? Well, let me not even say that. You think we'd ever be able to see a case like this where the female makes so much money that the man says, I couldn't leave?
Yeah, one day.
I just don't see that shit happening, man. I
No.
don't. It's pretty crazy. I'm excited to see how this case really plays out. I haven't really been following it too much. I've just been reading some of the manuscripts like for questions that she asked. And again, the things that I'm reading, I'm like, holy shit, how is this relating to the case? I don't get what they're trying to do. So is it because he's trafficking men? And is he really trafficking if he paid for their flights? Uh Kwan said but she was young. This started when she was 17 years old.
Mm-mm.
18?
What? Who said? Where did you get that from?
I felt as though they met when she was 17. Hold on. Cassie met Diddy at what age? 19. Okay. So this is why I say, like, there are many other millionaires who do have 19-year-olds, who have under 21-year-olds on their yachts and their best friends and all
Man,
that.
that nigga was probably like 20 something when he met her.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, after 18, like, is it really young? The legal age is 18. So how can you look at somebody and be like, oh, it's because she was young? She was just younger than me, but she was legally of age, so does it matter?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is so crazy. She was 18 or 19. Wow, this is just so crazy. Yeah, it's a crazy case. I just want to see how they're gonna connect it to the trafficking. Like, are well, he's obviously not trafficking females. And then, I thought people who just have, like, I thought swingers was weird.
They are swingers.
No, what? Now their relationship has tainted what is even weird. Like, who wants to get cum in their mouth and then spit it on your nipples? And that turns you on? What about that turns you on?
Some weird shit, man.
I know, like, like, what could you even be thinking about while it just drips on you? Like, ew.
It's crazy because now anytime they ever do a Diddy movie or like a Diddy bio,
They be like,
they're gonna definitely throw some Cassie shit in there, and that shit gonna be what? That shit gonna be so funny.
yo, 50 Cent must be sitting down like, fuck, I should have waited to fucking make that movie.
Boy, this
He
shit
already
gonna be
made the movie.
so funny,
Maybe there
bro.
be a part two. No, it's wrong. Do you know I can't wait to see what the Simpsons do for that shit? You know they're gonna talk about it.
Can't wait to see if they
They're gonna do a cartoon about it. They're going like cartoons are gonna rip the shit. So I just don't know if gosh, not even American Dad, like Cartman. What is that?
South Park.
South Park, yeah. South Park is probably gonna do it and the Simpsons is gonna do it. I can definitely see those two cartoons doing it. I can't see any other ones. I can't really see. But yeah, that is just crazy.
Mm. Oh Lord.
Let's see what else we talk about. So that was one thing for the recap. I seen something else this week. So look, Boosie reacts to Cassie alleging her husband Alex Fine FaceTime her while she was having sex with Diddy. Before I switch this, okay, let me tell you what my first initial reaction was when I read or even heard that. I was
Mm.
like, dang, I'm gonna sound bad for saying it because the fact that I'm sick, my brain tells me that I know I'm wrong for saying it. Could she feel it? Like, how could you have like a regular conversation? Like, what? How long was the call? Like these types of things. Okay,
Mm.
let's see what Boosie say. The husband watched Cassie and Diddy have consensual sex. He liked to watch too. He is a freak. This shit crazy. If y'all think these freak offs ain't still going on, you're crazy. And you right back when you can embrace. I wanted to hug him, right? Ventura. That was it. Did you have sexual intercourse with Mr. Coombs that night? I did. And during that, your now husband FaceTimed you? Yes. Okay, okay. You could be getting head and then FaceTime somebody. You wouldn't even know.
No. I'm sitting there like now. I'm like at first I thought like he didn't know that and thought that they're FaceTiming, but then what Boosie just said made me think like, oh shit, was
Maybe
he
he like
watching?
that.
Yeah, like was he watching? Is this bitch really still getting goddamn? She got a new cook and she just still continue the lifestyle while she conditioning on Diddy.
You think so?
It's possible. What if they could prove that
Ooh, I
that
didn't even
she?
think about it from that perspective. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. On a side note, before we talk more about Diddy, report revealed Black women lost the most jobs in April 2025, and changes in DEI could partially be to blame.
Oh no, you got to protect the black woman.
Yeah, it was 106,000 jobs lost. Making unemployment jump from 5.1 to 6.1.
You know they say Trump's next, all his this year, all his shit gonna affect the black woman the most. There's a shit like that, and he about to I think he finna end Section 8 housing.
He is.
Hmm.
Look, no comment. Because I don't got none. I would take some Section 8 housing. I can't get none. I can't even get no food stamps. I can't get none of that shit. Yet I see some people who be lazy as shit, just like, don't you bite my foot. I've been seeing some people who just lazy as shit, not doing anything besides bare minimum. Now I do see other people who are on that and work their ass off too. And that shit is their bread and butter. Not because that's how they make money, but they can't make it on their own. So it just makes more sense to, have it.
I got you.
And then I've also heard somebody say, if I get this job, I would lose the help that I'm getting, so I can't work that much
No, but he
hours.
he said he not gonna end it. He just gonna like the same thing with abortion.
Hmm.
He gonna delegate like leave it to the states whether or not you want to have Section 8 housing. So certain states might have Section 8 housing, and people might want to move to them states because they have Section 8 housing. But those states probably will be also the states that have like higher taxes and shit.
Hmm.
Higher taxes and all that. Probably worse crime rate because all the poor people live there.
Oh, that sucks. So he's finding a way to segregate us
Yeah, it's gonna actually end up segregating people. Yeah,
as a black. No, I want to say black people, but anybody who need the help
probably gonna move to a
move to
state.
that state just
Mm-hmm.
to get the help.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that shit's scary. Donald Trump declares Taylor Swift is no longer hot in the new Truth social post. So he says, has anyone noticed that since I said I hate Taylor Swift, she's no longer hot?
Did he say that for real?
Yes, he tweeted that. This is crazy.
Well, get down, your big butt.
So this one, I just want to see what you see. Rudy Gobert broke up with his pregnant girlfriend at the start of the NBA playoff, telling her to move out of his home and take their 1-year-old son with her.
I don't know. I don't believe that, but that's fucked up if he did do it.
Yeah, that's really sad. That's some hurtful shit right there. On a side note, talking about that, on Mother's Day, Lil Wayne ex-girlfriend now said that she got kicked out of the house. Um, and he broke up with her on that day, on Mother's Day. And she was like, that's so cool hearted. And I guess she has a daughter, not for him, obviously. And the daughter was like in the background. And I'm thinking to myself, like, Why is this? Why are you bringing this to social media? What does this
Mm.
have to do with anybody? That's one. Then two, after she posted that, then there was another video that came out talk about he hit me, and I'm like, oh, did he really hit you? Because now I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. And then finally, it's just like, if he really did do that, is that wrong to do it? Like, is it wrong to break up with somebody on Mother's Day?
She probably felt like it was because she had a daughter, but it wasn't his daughter, so she.
Dang, man. It sounds bad, but like, a relationship is like a job, right? And let me explain it a little bit. You can get fired from a job. So that's why they always say when you have a job, you need to save for a rainy day. So if you're in a
I thought you was
relationship,
about to be like, you have a job. It's easier for you to find another job. Same thing with.
that too. But no, I just think like save for a rainy day. And when you're in a relationship, that just means like put yourself in some type of situation where like you're not solely dependent on somebody who is not dependable. That makes sense?
Mm-mm.
All right, you're not married to this man. You don't have anything to get. So do you have a job? Like, do you do something else besides like walk around looking cute or going to the gym?
That's not. Yeah, that ain't happening.
Okay, well then that's her problem. Like, do you sell clothes at the side? Do you like make alcohol? Do you
Mm.
do you do, are you a promoter? Are you writing a book?
Mm-mm. All the hoes know is fast money, pot of pussy, fast money, fast money, fast money, pot of pussy,
Oh my
fast money.
goodness, that's too much fast money. I can't. I just can't with all the fast money. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh Lord.
That was some crazy shit. On another side note, since we're talking about that, um, DDG.
Mm-hmm.
So Holly Healy is trying to ask for full custody. How you feel about that? Because you're a man, right? So
Um, I just feel like there was no like police report and then like that. They just went off of what she said and these pictures of literally.
but she didn't post the photos.
I'm just saying, literally, if you did chip your tooth or whatever, that could just come from you falling there or some shit like that. Like, how the fuck did I do that? Um, and yeah, it just kind of seems like a stunt she pulled rather than like something that actually happened.
Hmm.
But she probably gonna get away with it.
Man, sad, sad, sad case. I don't know. I don't really have anything too much to say on it because I don't know. But all I do know is, and I could be wrong, I believe a police report was made and she didn't post the photos. All these things came out just because I guess they figured out she put a police report in.
Mm.
So if that's the case, and then I also am like, if you find these photos, there's no blood in the photos, then there isn't anything else. And do you bruise in like the same day and like 10 minutes later? Because if not, then that's like another day. These photos of me. So it's sad. I hope the best for him and his son because I think everybody deserves to see their child,
Mm-hmm.
especially when he wants to be a good father. I guess, when I say a good father, be present for his son, not be present for their relationship. Wake up. Yeah. Mm, Oh, this is funny. Dolphins. Okay, so Jalen Ramsey revealed that he used to DM the girlfriends of the opposing team to get in their heads before the game. He was grimy. That's funny as fuck.
Shit, not really. No, wasn't even fighting his
Real quiet. Okay, let me see if I have anything else. I'm pretty sure I do. I didn't even like look at my things to talk about. Let's see what they might talk about. A woman divorces her husband over ChatGPT prompt that accused him of cheating.
who?
A woman divorced her husband over a ChatGPT prompt. So she asked the AI to analyze the coffee drink that they had. And this experiment said that he was he was fantasizing about a woman with a name beginning with E and was on the verge of starting an affair, and this bitch divorced this man. Like, even that's some dumb shit.
He's free now.
Man, did you hear about the TikTok influencer who was shot dead while live streaming in Mexico?
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm. They gunned their ass down.
No, this one was crazy. A Texas man admits to kidnapping 79 people to anally probe them while being disguised as an alien.
Mm-hmm.
That's wrong for me to laugh.
Basically got raped.
Yeah, but he was looking like an alien.
Mm-hmm.
This
Probably set him free and shit. Then after that, motherfuckers was like, bro, I did get abducted by aliens,
it
and
was an alien.
now they know it's some weird guy who
It's like
just
fuck. So you got abducted too? Me too, bro. Oh my god, water's so good. Mm. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else right now. And you just dying on me over here.
oh my god.
You didn't enjoy our conversation.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I had so much to talk about. We can keep talking, you know.
Mm-mm.
No, okay.
I think that's enough for
All right,
today.
chat. We haven't been back, but we'll try to be consistent. Or I'm going to because I feel as though I need to. And I will keep coming back, or maybe try to like plan a little bit more of like what I'm talking about. But at least I talked about some shit today. What about that? So, with all due respect, thank you so much for spending some time with us. We love you guys, and we are out of here. I am Max,
I'm waiting.
and it was nice chatting with you all. Please like, subscribe, and share. If somebody might like our shit, that'd be awesome. And I might see you tomorrow. I don't know. Or maybe not. I have absolutely no clue, but we'll see how it goes. Play it by ear. Bye.